What you think this morning? Huh? You hear that chicken? Come out here to look at the moonflowers. We got a bunch of them open this morning. Kind of drooped down because they got wet and they're heavy. Aren't they pretty? And the Indian paint flowers. Sunflowers aren't up big enough to bloom yet. Good morning, Lucky. Him and Lucky, little buddy's already had breakfast. Got to clean his ears. He's got a little bit of stuff caked up in his ears I got to clean out. Don't know if he's going to let me do it or not. Silly kitty. He's a silly kitty. Oh, I sat down here on the step. Now he's going to get up here in my lap. I can't sit down around Lucky without him getting in my lap. He doesn't let little buddy sit in my lap anymore. Lucky doesn't let little buddy sit in my lap anymore. Usually Lucky's up there first, and little buddy just sits down there on the patio looking at me like, well, there's not room enough for me and Lucky. Silly kitty. He's a silly kitty. I don't want your tail in my face. Look at this. I don't know where he's going. I don't know where he's going. Anyway, here squawking this little buddy. I mean, Lucky. Look at him. He just wants attention and he wants to play, but he doesn't realize he's got claws on those paws. And those claws hurt. Yeah, those claws hurt. I hear my mailman. Yeah, I thought these moonflowers were really pretty this morning. Can hear those chickens cackling. Yeah, I'm going to try to clean his ears. I don't know if he's going to let me do it or not. Yeah. Goes right between my legs. What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing? I guess the little buddy's on the other side of the house sleeping. Went the mailman. Gonna rub up against my ankles. Yeah, all the plants loved all this rain we got. Just look at them. I got Indian paint flowers blooming out here in the garden. See there? Isn't that pretty? Got some on the other side. And my 3 sunflowers really thrived with all this rain. Look at these 3 sunflower plants I put here beside the house between these 2 rose bushes. They're going to be really pretty when they get bigger and they start blooming. But again, I've got this baby's breath, and it's pretty, but it has this wild baby's breath has like stickers on it. I can't get hold of it to pull it up right now, but I'll come out here later with my gloves and pull it up. The wild baby's breath has like stickers, and I need to put ant poison out. See, that is the first sign of ants right there. When you see dirt that's disturbed like that, like somebody sifted it, you know you got ants right there. But see there, those paint flowers, Indian paint flowers. They're beautiful. They will come up every year and multiply. They're all over my yard. I've had to mow most of them down, which I hated. Because if I left them all, I would not mow my whole yard. I've got them throughout my whole yard. But those Indian paint flowers are so pretty. And they're taking over my little rose bush down in there. I got a surviving rose bush right in there. And I got one right there. Maybe the little other flowers will help it. And my Rose of Sharon. It's a pretty good sized bush this year. It's going to get bigger too by the end of the summer. And I wanted to show you my pumpkin. It's taken over my watermelon vines out here. And I left Indian paint flowers here, so they're just starting to bloom on this side. Oh, look at my strawberries. Look how they've grown since we had all this rain. Oh my goodness. They're looking good, y'all. That does not look like any kind of peas I've ever seen before. I think they've got the seed mixed up with something else. But look at my pumpkin. Aren't those flowers beautiful? That is all the pumpkin vine blooming. I got 2 watermelon vines down under here, but this pumpkin is taken over and taking all the nutrients from the watermelon, so I don't know if the watermelon's going to do anything this year. But look at the vine. I'm going to have to train it to go up the tree, but then if I do that, I'm liable to have pumpkins hanging out of the tree, huh? I've got a net that I can put out here, stake it up and let it go on, but pumpkins get too big and heavy. But these are the pumpkin pie, the small pumpkins, so they should not get real big like the big ones. But yeah, those flowers are beautiful. Look at that. Totally beautiful flowers. I haven't seen any pumpkins started yet, so I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, these are supposed to be peas. Yoko peas or something like that. But those are, oh, that's the first bee I've seen. But those are not peas. They're some kind of a squash or something. I mean, look at the flowers. I've never seen peas with flowers like that. And I bet those what are supposed to be bush beans are not bush beans that are in that green stalk tower right now. They're probably some other kind of squash or something. And looky here. I got a little squash down in there. The first couple of ones had blossom end rot like that one right there. And that one will finally just drop off, but this one looks fine. It's just not real big yet. And I'm getting some there. Let's see on this one. Oh, I got a pretty one down in here on this one. Got plenty of flowers. Let's check this one out. This is a zucchini here. Oh, I got a zucchini started. Look right there, y'all. That's a zucchini right there. Right there at the end of my finger is a zucchini. And there's one over there started. Right there. So maybe I'll have me a couple of zucchini this year. And this is the other zucchini.